has, especially here in Philadelphia, that may be in their top 5 favorite memories of all time?
Maybe? Do you think you put a maybe on it? I honestly,
hold on.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Okay.
Again, Super Bowl is obviously the first thing that comes to everybody's mind, right? The first one.
How about it?
You had birth of your child.
Birth of my child, my wedding.
Wedding day.
Yeah.
Is engagement not in your top 5? My engagement day was freaking awesome.
Mine had I had the limo and a hot air balloon rented and all this stuff, and then weather intervened.
That sucks.
And I had to make a last minute plan to maneuver.
You mean to tell me there wasn't like a day on a honeymoon or a day or a day on your daughter's graduation from Temple where you got to be on stage?
That's like a top 5 day.
That's what I'm saying. We got a lot of top 5 candidates here.
No, but I mean, there are candidates there, but are you kidding me? No. I mean, February 4th, 2018.
Yeah.
It ain't getting out of the top 5.
Yeah.
The first Super Bowl win is not getting out of the top 5. I dreamed of it. I wanted it. I wanted it my whole life. And unlike you brats,
I
had to wait my entire life for it. You know, I said, my daughter waited till she was 14.
Yeah.
You know, and now she's seen 2 and seen another Super Bowl, that she didn't win. So she's 21. She's seen 2 Super Bowl parades.
It's amazing.
And one other trip to the Super Bowl. Brats.
Yeah, but you're happy for the brats.
Talk about Brat Summer.
Oh, that was last year.
That's Brat Fall. That's Brat Fall.
Brat Summer was 2024.
Well, guess what? Brat Fall was last year for all you brats.
Even I know that, Mr. Anti-anything. I know all about that.
Okay.
But seriously, like I think back, like you know me. When it comes to sports, I obviously get excited and get fired up and get angry. But when I watch a game, I'm pretty calm, right? And when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, when that ball dropped. Gronk didn't come down with it in the end zone.
You were calm?
No, I was shaking.
I was.
My wife and I. It was just me and my wife watching the game because I had my first shift afterward, my first on-air shift from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. So I wasn't at like some Super Bowl party. And my wife was like, we hugged, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're shaking." And I was like, "The Eagles won the Super Bowl."
It's unbelievable.
But like, I'm not somebody that's like. Rah, rah. Sometimes I am, right? But, like, I was just in such a state of shock that my body was shaking. She'd never seen anything like it before.
See, the girls understand it with me. They understand the psychosis of the Eagles more than anything. I mean, they really do. They understand it. They're dying with Father's Day coming up. They're trying to I can't find the Super Bowl football that I want.
Okay.
They want to get me a Super Bowl football. And
the one that you
Kincade.
display, yeah.
And I haven't been able to find one that I want.
Okay.
And they're like really pissed because Father's Day is right around the corner. They were like, I thought
that's what they wanted to get you.
Yeah,
okay.
And they wanted to get there was a table book, like a coffee table book of the Eagles' first Super Bowl that is down in the Kincade. They said, is there another book out like that? The coffee table book. I'm like, not yet. Not that I've seen. So I'm like, they're all pissed. They know how much it means for me.
Right. And
they know how much that meant.
And these are memories that we will take to the grave, right? Like, yes. I was blessed to be at Bedlam at the bank with my wife, right? Like, that's honestly.
You know what, that day, Haley has talked about being there with her dad.
Yeah. Like that.
And her dad will remember that on her dad's death.
It doesn't rival the Super Bowl. The Eagles win the Super Bowl is number 1. But, like, if I take Super Bowl off it, if I take, like, Super Bowl aside, Bedlam at the bank's number 1.
That's great.
And that wasn't even winning the World Series. Think about that. Like, that was obviously the pennant's a big deal. Winning the NLCS is a big deal. But that day, everything that coincided with it, my son was, an infant. It was like our first day out, first night out. Christy and I, like, it was beautiful. And then I think about the Lorenzen no-hitter with 2 of my childhood best friends.
That can't be a top 5, though, can it?
Well, 2 of my childhood best friends who I went to Phillies games all the time with as a kid. They were down the shore with me this past weekend. They helped take care of my son, right?
Right.
Like, these are the tight, like, these guys are my best buds, right?
But they can't be a top 5 moment, can it?
I don't know, man. I watched a no-hitter in person.
What's good, though, is that do you honestly believe if people were to really be honest about it, you think more positive than negative?
What, memories?
Their sports experience. Their sports investment.
Oh, more negative because there's only been 3 championships in the last 20 years.
See, for me, I look at it as positive.
I know, me too.
It's weird, but we both, that's one commonality we do have.
Right, like I don't live in, like.
I'm not going to turn, like, I don't know, I don't turn off the TV angry. I don't just, I can go to bed after a loss.
Now
the last loss of the year, the last loss of the year is different.
Right.
That's different. A grueling playoff series
Totally
that ends your
different.
season.
Yeah.
Totally different. But a regular season loss, I could turn off the TV and be done with it.
But then there's also like context to it all, right? Like when the Sixers played the Celtics in the playoffs the first time, right, post-process. All right, they lost in 5. I wasn't like freaking out. Like obviously there were some decisions that Brett Brown made. Robert Covington was horrible in that playoff series. But it was the first time they made the playoffs.
You were thinking
this is the
that
beginning.
there were great, bright days ahead.
Right, so like I wasn't like, oh my God, it's horrible. Now, the last time they played the Celtics in the playoffs, games
Was
5,
horrible.
6, and 7.
Horrible.
Like, I wanted to throw up.
Yes.
And so there's context to all of it, knowing how many times we talk about championship windows and playoff windows, right? So there's context to it. But there are some people where if the Phillies lose game 4 of 162,
oh, yeah.
it's meltdowns.
Yeah, and that's where it's ridiculous. I had my cancer surgery the morning after Game 7 of the Celtics series.
Jeez.
You know, where Joel Embiid and James Harden failed to even make the trip.
Correct, yeah.
I didn't even think they were on the score sheet.
Yeah.
And I said, I remember Dr. Henry Schoon Young talking to me as I'm being put under to have a cancerous tumor taken out of my body. He's talking to me about the Sixers. Boy, that was crappy yesterday, wasn't it? And I'm like, dude, I hope you're focused today, Doc. Just be on your best. He's more pissed about that Harden, man. Boy, that was a great no-show. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for checking out the 97.5 The Fanatic YouTube channel. Thanks for watching our videos. We'd ask you to like and subscribe and check out everything we've got going on at the station. We love having you a part of the family.